Hey, we all know how we're gonna die, baby. We're gonna crash and burn.
Alright guys, this week's haul is just some books from a local shop that was having a sale and stuff from my shop where I get my pull list. Not much going on as far as pull list stuff. Like I said, I think I mentioned it a couple videos ago. I'm probably going to go down to like 4 titles for different reasons. Who knows, maybe 5 or 6. Yeah, I try to like keep it like 5 or 6. I think I got 8 now, but just not. I'm gonna cut back on some titles and maybe add 1 or 2. We'll see. But the first book I picked up was through the local shop that I get my pull list, and I might even add this title onto the list. But I thought this cover was sick. Showed a couple friends, some maybe that haven't even picked up a book since like the 1990s. And in the 90s, this character was like all our favorite. So I posted this on Instagram, I believe. So this is Lobo #1. I'm not exactly sure who did the cover. Maybe I'll leave it right there. But yeah, as soon as I seen this cover, I was like, oh man, that's give me the old 90s vibe going there. So had to definitely pick it up. Gave me that like that Bisley feel, but it's not him. When I first saw it, I was like, oh, is that him? And I flipped it back, and his name wasn't in there. So unless he's going by some other name, but yeah, as soon as I seen it, it was just like, oh yeah. Remember the 90s, kids? Yeah. Everybody thinks that, you watch enough of these channels, on YouTube, like, all they do is trash, like, the 90s books and stuff like that, but there's some of my favorites, and this character was definitely one of my favorites back then. What else did I pick up here? This was actually an Amazon order, so I should have mentioned that at the beginning, but yeah, I picked it up on... It was like, I think I paid $9.79 or something like that, plus like $3.99 shipping. I've been looking for this for a long time, and it's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's the collection, the Ultimate Collection Volume 1. I've never read any of the, well, I shouldn't say any of them, but I haven't read the majority, we'll say. I think I read the first issue back in the day, like reprints or whatever that came out. But this I've been looking forward for the longest time, and I can't wait to read this. The only real turtles that I remember reading and sticking out to me was the Archie Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle books, but yeah, this one has the first, I think, 7 issues, and plus the Raphael micro series, I guess it's called. But yeah, you can see all the issues there, and that's the solo issue, you want to call it. But yeah, can't wait to read this. Super happy because everywhere I went, and they were charging, which I don't think is a bad price either, is $29.99 retail, and you get this book for basically a third of that, shipped to your house. Yeah, take a little look inside here. Like I said, I remember reading some of this stuff, but I'm not even sure what issues I read. I want to say it's the first issue, but then I'm thinking like, oh man, that was still popular back then. It's probably like issue like, there's like some of that. It's probably like, issue like 7 or something like that, But yeah, happy to have this finally in my collection. I'm not sure how many volumes it goes up to. I think there's a volume 2 and a 3. I know that pretty much for a fact, but just to have this in my collection is just like something I've been looking forward to. And I didn't really want to read it digital or anything like that, any crap like that. I think this is the kind of book that you need to read, physical, in your hand, like, So yeah, but my intro to the Turtles, like is basically the television series and the like I said, the Archie comics. I even own like the first issue of the ongoing series. I want to say it's like the first appearance of Krang and stuff like that. So, but yeah, let's see. Next up is this is a replacement issue. It's Spawn issue number 365. It's the Mark Spears cover. I don't really, particularly care for the other cover, so I really wanted this one. I'm not a huge fan of the cover artist of this book. I know he's pretty popular nowadays with the Monsters line, but he's just not for me. So we'll just leave it at that. But I do like this cover. I like it a lot better than this one right here. But yeah, and I paid $1.50 for it, so it was a half off. So it was $3 in the back issue bin, and $1.50. I'll happily pay that for what I consider an upgrade in the my Spawn collection. So basically, what I do with the Spawn, I'm not collecting every single cover. I'm not going after variants and stuff like that. Basically, anything after 300, when they started coming out with like the multiple covers, by different artists and stuff. Particularly I can't stand that. I'd rather just have cover A and do like a black and white or something like that. But I like to, I just pick out the one I think is coolest. And by the time I guess he was pretty hot when this book came out. I'm sure he's still pretty hot in some circles. I really don't follow too much of the newer stuff, the newer artists, what they're doing and stuff, eBay wise, There's a ton of channels out there that like that kind of stuff, but no, I just I think it was when this came out, it was really, the artist was super hot and stuff, and they were just buying anything that he did. So, but yeah, I dig his cover, so decent upgrade. I ended up, I know I said this a couple years ago, I wasn't going to do this, but I figured the first 10 issues I might just go through it, because I already got the first, and I got the issue 9. So I've added issue number 8, the newsstand variant of Spawn. Those that don't follow comics or, just stumbled across this, Spawn was pretty highly printed back in the 90s. Especially the first, maybe like the first 50 issues. I mean, they were pretty up there, but it was one of them things that, millions down to hundreds of thousands, then down to like, 50,000, and went, I think, all the way down to 13,000 by like issue like 242 or 243. So, but yeah, so the newsstand ones, they were basically, I did a video about it a long time ago, or not that long ago, but maybe 4 years ago, about dissecting the numbers of so I think what I came out to be about is the newsstand copies were about like 10% of the print run at that time. So a million copies is still 100,000 still 100,000 copies of that book. So it's pretty I print, and I paid it was half off. It was $4, so I'm happy with it. So there's like I got issues 1 to 9 and 10 now. So just a few more issues I'm gonna pick up. I got issue 4 too. That sick ass cover, like this one. But yeah, so yeah, so I got half of what I want to get for my newsstand collection. But any other time, I particularly don't care about the barcodes. I can't stand them, to be honest with you. But another fun fact two fun facts about this. I believe this is the first Spawn issue I actually picked up off the rack back in the day when it was coming out. Back in the day, even though the print run was like insanely high, these books were still like flying off the shelf. And I really didn't, I was a little pissed off, to be honest, about it when Todd McFarlane left the Spider-Man series, because I was collecting that, and he made it through 15 issues. It went up to he left on issue 16, but he didn't do issue 15, if I remember correctly, or 14, one of those two. So basically got 3 storylines. You know, I mean, so it was just like, you know, all the hype and all that, all the millions and millions of copies sold. But so I was like a little, you know, a little offset when he went to do his own you know, series, and then, you know, all these years later I'm collecting it. You know what I mean? But the other cool thing is this has the probably the best splash page of the 90s. I'm calling it right now. If there's anything better, you know, leave a comment down below what you think is. But we'll take a look in here. Yeah, let's see here. But yeah, this, to me, this is the best splash page of the 90s. It seems like the splash page is like a thing of the past almost. Like you don't really see it too much on the newer books, and even the newer books. But yeah, this, of course, I'm talking about this. With all the Marvel and DC superheroes, their arms sticking out. Just so sick, man. Yeah. So to me, that's the splash page of the 90s. Of course, this was written by Dave Sim and the art was by McFarlane. But yeah, just so sick, man. And when I finally bought this book, I bought like, then I went back and bought whatever was left on the shelf. I think I went back to like, was it issue 8? It was 8. I bought 8, 9, and 10. Yeah, 8, 9, because I had 9 for like the longest time too. Yeah, so I bought 8, 9, and 10. Then I collected for like a couple more years. Then by the time I was, when did this come out? Like, yeah, it was 92. So I think I made it to like, I want to say maybe issue 16. I ended up selling like a lot of them back into, like, just got rid of a bunch of them. But yeah, I made it to issue 16, and I was basically only collecting Batman at that point. Batman and G.I. Joe. So a couple videos ago, I was showing some of the books that I'm collecting now, and I mentioned I was collecting the Justice League of America. And this is issue number 46. The first, according to some websites, first appearance of the Silver Age Sandman. But you got Blockbuster on there and Solomon Grundy. Yeah, I paid, I think it's $5 for this. It's in pretty decent shape too for, you know, a book that old. But got some issues, but you know, what are you gonna do? $5. Yeah, just a sick cover. Blockbuster always reminded me of, like, you know, like a dollar store or Dollar Tree villain, you know, like that generic looking. He was in another issue. He's a couple issues of Batman. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, because he's in where he's like, it's a red cover and he's like smashing through the Bat tray dressing on there. So. Next up, this one's in pretty decent condition too. It's Justice League of America, issue number 65. DC, yeah, where the big boys play. This one was basically a throwaway issue. I just wanted to buy it to read it, and you know, anything with the Flash, Rogue villains. It says this is Flash issue number 243. It's not going to stay in my collection. I collect the Silver Age Flash stuff, but anything after that doesn't have a 12 or 15 cent price tag on it, I'm just like, eh. But I bought it to read it because it was only $1.50. So. And the cover is a little messed up on it too. Yeah, it's like got like you can see right there, right above the right next to the UPC. Got a big chunk missing out of it. But yeah, it was good. It's worth reading. The last book I picked up for my Superman collection. This is issue 172. 12-cent cover. Clark Kent begging for mercy. But yeah, I only paid, I think I paid either $4 or $5. I can't remember. I know I didn't pay over 5 because my Superman collection is basically built on dollar bin finds and less than $5. Getting to the point where I'm probably going to have to spend a little bit more money, but I'm trying to pick off as many as I can. I'd like to get 100 to, was it 423, but some of those issues are pretty pricey, especially like the that one Neil Adams cover with the chains, the first Flash Superman run, and the first Parasite. So those are pretty pricey books for post 100 Superman, but I might pick them up. Who knows? But all right, guys, we'll wrap it up there. Appreciate you watching. Appreciate all the comments. Trying to get these videos out a little bit more consistently. All right, but thanks for watching. We'll talk to you next time.
This comic book haul brought to you by PGH Zombie.
No reason. I just like doing things like that.